Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. A little something different today. We're going to do a rig rundown on Matty's Land Cruiser. Bit of a weapon, this one. I've seen it out on the tracks. You'll see it in the latest video. Anyway, well, this is Matty and we'll go through the car. Oh mate, let's start at the front. What are you running on the bar here?
Well, it's a 98 105. I've got a 1HZ. I've got the front bar is the TJM bar, and it's got a winch cradle behind it. The winch that I've got is the King's winch.
Yep.
I bought it not just for, I wasn't anticipating on doing a lot of full driving, like recovery work, so I've got this winch.
Yep.
I haven't had any dramas that's whatsoever. The only problem, tell a lie, the only problem I have had is that I snapped the winch rope, and it was only through doing something dodgy anyway.
Yep.
The car weighs over 3 tonne with no fuel in it. It's without us sitting in it, and it was pulling the car, and I had a 76 behind it, and it was pulling a tree stump out, and it snapped the rope. But other than that, it's mint.
You rate that winch, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen this winch in action. We've towed a Mitsubishi Lancer up a boggy clay track.
That's right.
So
that's a
yeah,
collie. Yeah.
down in Collie. So yeah, it is a good winch. Does its job. Spotties are you running?
Same again. Just before anybody says anything, I'm not sponsored by Kings.
Yeah.
It's just what happened to be around at the time. These spotties are really good for brightness, but the only problem I do have with them, and Steve runs the same thing, is that they, after a fair bit of corrugations and stuff,
yeah, they get you.
It gets you, so you got to keep tightening it up all the time. But you know, for brightness and everything, it's been really good.
Oh, awesome. So you're running the twin aerials?
Yep.
What do you got there?
This one here is just for AM FM, just for the stereo.
Yep. And
then this one is for my UHF. We've mounted it in for the ashtray is.
Yep. Lovely. All right. Let's pop the bonnet.
Yep.
And get into that. All right. Let's just go over the motor again. What motor are you running?
I'm running a 1HZ standard motor. It's got, when I say standard motor, it's a standard pump. The only thing that I've changed on this, or upgraded it, is that I've had a turbo fitted and a front mount intercooler.
Yep.
The turbo's had a safe tune with a standard pump, which went from about 90 horsepower, and they bumped it up. They said about 120, but it's actually been on the dyno at just under 160, and it makes a massive difference. I couldn't believe it was the same car when it came out.
No, I would.
I'm running dual batteries.
Yep.
And with the dual batteries, I've got a projector DC to DC charger mounted up in the front.
There nicely, out of the way.
That's connected in just in front of the front mount intercooler. It runs perfect. I don't have to change anything. Running a solar panel up on the roof, but we'll get to that in a minute. I've just got a single wire that runs straight from the battery around into the car, where I'm running all my accessories inside, so I'll probably show you in a little while.
Awesome. We've got plenty of power now, the old girl. We've seen her getting up some hills. She does the job. Awesome. All right, we'll work our way around the car. Okay, tyres and suspension. What are we running?
I'm running with these tyres because I wanted an all-terrain tyre.
That's the Maxxis. Yep.
Yep, Maxxis
Yep.
Bravo
Bravos.
ATs. They're 33s, and I'm running them on bead locker rims. I haven't had any dramas there. I really rate these rims and these tyres. I have run a couple of different tyres before, but for the sand, running on the road, and even in the mud down at Collie and a few other places we've been.
Yeah, she's got through that.
Yeah, I haven't had any dramas, but I'm running a 2-inch suspension. The suspension that's on this was already on it when I got the car, and I haven't had any problems with it. Yeah, it handles the tracks really well, as you've probably seen in some of the videos that we've done. We've done the Holland track, Collie together. We just come back from that huge
down
trip.
southwest, yeah.
Yeah, down southwest as well.
Yeah, awesome. Now in the rear you are running airbags?
Yep, running airbags in the back of the car. The airbags help heaps because I pull a little caravan as well.
Yep.
That Steve's helped me out a lot on.
Yeah.
Plus I'm running the drawers and stuff in the back as well. The suspension's the same as what's in the front, and we still run obviously the same tyres and the same beadlock of rims.
Yep. Now you did have drama with these old airbags. You're
Yep.
about to upgrade them?
Yep, the airbags that's inside of it. Tip for young players, you're going to get airbags done. If you're going to do a bit of forward driving or even the stuff
Yep.
that we've been doing, make sure you get a Kevlar liner that goes on the outside of the bag.
Yep.
I had these airbags fitted, not even a month, and I hadn't. The most off-road driving I did was probably on the front lawn of Steve's place.
Yep.
To pull up and have some beers in the shed.
Yep.
Had a slow leak on the side. Yeah, nah, not doing it again. I've gone to Airbag Man,
Airbag man.
and
Yeah.
I'm just about to fit their stuff.
Yep.
Great people to work with. Gave heaps of instructions, and they asked for the setup first. Asked what I was running and what I was going to do with it, and
Yep.
they handed me the setup that's for me,
you
not
what's
like the one I
suited,
did
yeah.
before. So I
Awesome.
can't wait to fit it.
Yeah, we'll do a little review on that when he does change them. We'll change them over and might
Yeah,
even do
for
a little
sure.
video on installing them.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yep.
he doesn't mind, but yeah,
Yep.
we'll do a review on that and just check the difference. You do get what you pay for, so
Yeah.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Poor man pays twice, so make sure you do your homework.
Yeah.
It makes the biggest difference.
Now you're running, what's this on the side? You've got a King's shower tent?
Yep, I've got a King shower tent because we've got a shower tent that I've got on the side of my caravan, but obviously when we're not running the caravan, we're doing a trip soon, Steve knows about.
Yep.
Going from here up north Darwin, across to Queensland, we're going to Fraser Island. So we need something that we can have on the side of the car for a quick, easy setup.
Yep.
This is meant, Steve's got one on his car, and that's what got me interested in, and it's quick and easy to set up, and it's up out of the way. You can get those little fold up bags, but
Yeah, they're a pain in the bum.
yeah, I get my arms crossed over, and
And these are good too. I set mine up for the missus when she comes camping, just so she can set a little toilet up there, a bit of privacy.
Yep.
Get changed in them. They're pretty awesome. What size panel you run up here? I know you got the panel up there.
I got a 160 watt solar panel. That's also King's. That runs mint. I'm running a 75 litre fridge in the back of the car. I can have that running for 4 or 5 days,
Yep.
and that solar panel keeps up more than enough for
Yep.
it. As you can see, it's just a couple of simple gas struts on the side, and yeah, it's just mounted up on the top of the roof
Yeah.
rack. The reason I've got it like that, I was talking with the boys, as we were saying before, doing a bit of homework, it's just so I could put the swag underneath it. The double swag's fairly
yeah, so
long.
you can utilise that
Yep.
space, yeah.
That, and if we chuck some bags of wood on, because Steve and I, we always cut our own wood when we go to national parks.
Yep.
It's always the righty.
Yeah,
Always
bring your own
guaranteed
wood
you
in.
can have-
Try not to scavenge.
Yep.
A lot of places you can't, so that's handy. All right, we'll move around towards the back of the.
Yep.
All right, guys, round to the back of the van. 2 big spare wheels on the back. You are going to be doing a lot of travelling around,
Yep.
so it's handy having a couple of spares. You don't want to be stuck. Get a gear bag. Kings again. He isn't sponsored by Kings. Yeah, another Kings awning.
Yep.
Got the rear awning.
The reason for the rear awning, we went out to Collie with Steve, started to drizzle, we didn't plan it, as weather turns, we were trying to do some cooking out the back of the car, couldn't do it, or we could, but it was just that awkwardness.
Just gives you that protection, doesn't it?
Yeah, 5 minutes,
access.
set it up, little canvas wall goes down the side, makes a massive difference. It's an Outback bar, it's on the back of the car,
Yep.
that was already on it when I got it.
Yep.
It's been mint, I haven't had any dramas, like it's taken a fair bit of a hiding,
Yeah.
like through some of the tracks that we've already been through.
Yeah.
Probably going to take a lot more before. Alright, I'll rip the.
Yeah, open her up. I will just touch base. What exhaust are you running on this?
Oh, when I had the turbo and everything fitted, I ended up getting it done by a fella in Warnbro called Modified Exhaust. Just took it in, one-stop shop, and it asked me what exhaust, and this one is a Mantra exhaust, 3-inch straight through.
Straight through.
But I did have to have a muffler put on it because it's not like my bead lockers, it's not 100% legal, so
No.
I had to get a muffler fitted, but I'm going back and get another, it's just a bolt in, bolt out pipe,
Straight through pipe.
and just
Yeah.
put the pipe back in when we did the beach run. As
Yep.
you will see, it's did lose a little bit of power off it, so I'm going to put the pipe back in when we go away.
Stuff. All right. In the back, got the Titan drawers. What are you storing in these?
I've got my little gas stove, emergency.
Got to have the bog roll.
In my bag in the back, I've got a frying pan, a little stove,
Kettle.
little kettle.
And a little kettle there.
We gave that a bit of a thrashing.
So just basic camping, all your camping supplies, your main things you need.
Yep.
Eggs, all that, yep. Awesome.
Up the front of the drawer, it's got a timber slide in there, and I've got my compressor that hides in there. It's not mounted in, it's not wired in properly, but it was easy because we pulled it out the other day when we came back off the tracks.
Yep.
5 minutes, Steve runs the same compressor, bang, in, done, packed it away, it was awesome.
Awesome. Fridge you running?
I'm running an XTM 75 litre. It's the same thing that Steve's running out of back of his rig.
Fridge.
And I'm running a 100 litre fridge slide. The reason I did that is because I have got a spare fold up solar panel. I run this because when the car's parked in underneath the shade, I can run this out onto the ground and then sit it out. And it weighs a tiny little bit. As you can see, it's stored just here. Don't even know it's there. It's awesome.
Alright, what else you got then? You got a rack up here, table, chairs.
So to try and get my stuff out of the way, what I've done is I've got another cargo barrier. And I've cut the cargo, it was just any old cargo barrier. This one there cost me $10. Went out, worked out the size, cut it down what I needed. As you can see, I've just bent the arms. I've got one table and 2 chairs there. It's just for my wife and I when we go away, and we catch up with Steve and Tammy. It's mint. We just did how Steve and I we should be applying for our pilot's license for the amount of air time that we were doing.
It was a rough old track.
To be getting in and getting out, and I tell you what, none of this stuff moved.
Yep.
It was mint. And same with this fridge. Steve runs the same one. I never had any drama with it on the track.
Love the XTM fridge. You got run the shades on the windows too. You rating them?
Yeah. Oh, these are magic.
Yep.
Oh, keeps it nice and dark inside the car, which the aircon, like we had a few hot days, hopped in the car, and I tell you what, it was the aircon. You didn't have to work twice. Like I only had it running for a little while, and it cooled the car down. Was pretty much turning it off. So I'm looking forward to see how it's going to go. We didn't have this when we did Carragini, but I wish I did because it obviously, you know, keeps everything nice and cool in the back of the car.
Yep. Awesome. Just touch the base. What sort of tyres are you running?
33s.
33. Awesome.
So these are the steel rims on the back. I want to go to, because there's a big weight difference between the bead lockers that I've got on the car to these steel ones. As soon as I've finished doing big trips, I'm trying now to try and get those bead locker rims.
To reduce the weight.
Yeah, just to reduce the weight off the back of the car, and that you know, like that's the other reason I've gone with those airbags that we were talking about later on.
Yeah, she is a bit bouncy in the back, a bit of weight there.
You'll see on the videos.
Yeah.
Trying to get up Cal Cup Hill.
So basically, you set her up for touring.
Yep,
touring, bit of off-roading, getting into those hard spots. So yeah, awesome. All right, we'll move around to the other side. We'll just check out the other awning. All right, so what's this awning here you're running?
It's a XTM one. I've had this one on a couple of cars. The top of it's starting to get a little bit hard now, but the awning is still mint. I haven't had any dramas. I came close a couple of times to loosen it. Yeah. That's why I've got those big pegs. You might have seen them in the
back there.
For the back. That makes a big difference. I only had the screw-in pegs because I got them in the caravan. Steve said try those. It's been mint. So since then, I've got a little ball. We've got the stretcher out. You'll probably see it in some of the videos. And I've got a little ball I put out the end where we run a double swag. So it's mint because it's up and out of the way. Same thing, solar shades.
Shades front and back, back and rear,
The only reason I'm running these ones in here is because when I got them, you get it isn't that full set. So that's why I just put them in, see how it goes, because when we go on a 3-month trip, I'm really excited to see how it's going to go. You know, because it keeps prying eyes out of your car too. You know, for all the stuff that you've got.
Stuff you're carrying, you don't want people getting in there. Awesome stuff. All right, we'll work our way inside now. Alrighty, so interior, nothing crazy going on here, pretty standard. What do you got? What do you got running? You got the UHF. What UHF you running there?
An Oricon one. What I've done, because it's a smaller one, all the controls running off the handpiece. I took the ashtray out instead of connecting it onto the side.
Oh yeah, tucked it in there.
So it's tucked right back in.
Yeah.
The other thing I've done was the one wire that I ran through from the engine bay, I run it through inside the console. Just at the bottom of the console, I'll put a false 4 in and I've run all my fuses, so everything runs from that.
Oh, so it's all nice and handy to access, Awesome.
So I don't have fuses running everywhere. I've got a little button just on the side here that I just press. And that gives
check your voltage.
That runs directly straight through to the secondary battery. Which runs separate from the car too.
No worries.
I've got the HEMA up
Run
the
the
top.
HEMA, yep. That's the HX1, yep.
Yeah, so this has been really good. We've used this a lot on the tracks.
It did, yeah, it helped us out on our last trip. Yeah, definitely helped having that map to get around. Oh, she's got a couple of gauges up here. What gauges are these?
Both the gauges, if you want to turn the ignition on just a little bit.
Oh yeah, we've got temp and oil pressure.
Yeah.
EGT and boost.
Yeah. So
lovely.
They've been really good. I can change the different colours onto those as well. Yep. Same again, like everybody says, oh, you've got to get this and you've got to get that. Just get whatever works for you. Just get the setup that fits you, the setup that's going to be good for you, and budget.
Yeah.
You know, like just do a bit of homework, as we said before. Steve and I still, you know, like I still hit him up for all different ideas, and any ideas that you guys have got that we can, it's work for you and it's going to be meant for us.
Yeah, chuck them in the comments.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Know. Any ideas?
Or is keen.
Any good ideas or bad ideas or anything that we've done? Yeah, inside the car, that's pretty much. I'm just running these canvas seat covers, and I tell you what, jumping in and out of the beach and in the mud.
Oh, you need a bit of protection on them. I've got to get myself a set of them.
Yeah, these are good, you know, for the price and for what you're getting. Yeah. I really rate it. I reckon it's really good. As you can see, it's fairly dark inside the car with those
them shades are working good. We'll move into the back. Have a look here. Alright, he's running a little fire extinguisher there. Alright, what do you got going on here?
So what I've done is, because it's just my wife and I, we've got a little speaker. I can charge it in the car. These are really good too, because when we're away from the car, we can charge your phones and everything off these as well.
That's pretty handy.
It was really good.
Yep.
I've running this so that I've set this up. One's a cigarette lighter. It's just a little one.
Little inverter.
It's only cheap, you know, and it does the job too. I've running these so that way I can charge a drone, batteries, and
handy little stations to put everything so it's not jumping around everywhere.
Yep. And we've made this up, and it was just a bit of timber. Nothing real flash.
Yep.
We put a false floor in it just so we can use it for storage for things underneath
very
as well.
handy. And you got the cargo barrier, keeping everything there. You got your little snake bite kit, first aid kit. Pretty handy having stuff to hang there.
Yeah, so we're going to put some more stuff up the top as we go, but we've got a first aid kit. And even on the back of the seats.
Yeah, a bit of storage there.
We've got our cap lamps.
And little bits and pieces.
Magnetic light that we run. So we run the same thing on both sides, so no matter which side of the car you go to, you know, it's going to be exactly the same.
Awesome. Alrighty. Alright guys, well that's Maddie's Cruiser. Bit of a rundown. Hopefully you guys liked it. Let us know if you like this sort of thing. I'm going to try and mix up the channel a bit, do a bit of cooking, a bit of full drive, a bit of camping, a bit of fishing, rig rundowns. Let me know what you think. If you've got a rig that you want put on the channel, hit us up. We'll come out and we'll suss you out. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all the rest. We're getting into the merch as well. Should have some patches, stickers, shirts, hoodies coming. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks a lot, Matt, for being rig rundown number one.
Thank you, Steve.
No worries. And stay tuned for more, guys. See you on the next one.